Mhm. I'm ready.
My next guest on Songwriter Sessions is Alanna Matty.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Alanna Matty's voice is so
I
smooth
don't know.
and
Did
her
you
songs
did we
have a
find it?
really chill vibe. I
Okay.
love her songs. They're very deep and meaningful, and so I'm very excited to write with Alanna Matty. What's gonna happen
All
is
right.
you're gonna give us a song title.
I am
and
hosting
we're gonna try and
now.
write a song based on that title in 22 minutes
Woo!
live on Twitch.
Yes,
It's gonna
I'm
be
excited.
crazy. It's gonna be fun.
Oh.
So make sure that you tune in
Oh.
and you could be part of this song.
No, I don't think so. Yes. Thank you. I'm excited. Hello. I have coffee in my mouth. We did it. We did it. Shh, that doesn't matter. Late is subjective. Oh, apparently I'm choppy now. Oh, no. We had audio issues in Zoom, so we switched to OBS Ninja, and now it's choppy. Ugh, but then the audio's bad. Would we rather have audio? They also can't hear me. Well, this is going well. Okay. I'll be right back. Yes. Yes. So maybe it'll be fine now. Okay. Okay. Goodbye.
Okay. The audio might be back for some people. Moritaka, thank you for the 100 bits. Okay.
Thank you for the bid.
Well, I'll bring you back anyway so people can at least see you.
Oh,
wait.
hello.
Can you keep talking? Everybody grab a snack. Yes.
Yes. Yes. Everyone go get a snack. I've got coffee and I've got some snickety snacks. So I'm prepared.
But you can hear, oh, you know what? It's not.
Sounds good. They say sounds good.
Sounds good. No freeze frame.
Okay, great. Okay, no touching anything. Hands up.
Moritaka, thanks for the cheers. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, great. We did it. We did it. Very exciting.
So this is so welcome to Songwriter Sessions, season 2. I don't know what episode this is. I've lost track, but Alanna, Matty, you're someone that I have known for almost a year now, because when I first started on 330, thanks for the sub. Yeah. When I first started, I was just telling her like why and when I first started, and that you're one of the first people I found, and you were so friendly, you're so kind, and so talented, and so I've been following you for a long time, and a great songwriter. So
thank you.
How red can we make Alanna today? How red can we make her?
Let's just...
And so what do I say now? Yeah, so it's an honor to have you. Thank you so much for especially because this is your stream time normally. Thanks for being here, and
it's all good. I'm hoping that I can't tell if the loud cars are on my side or on your side.
They're on my. They're usually me.
Really? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Because there's sometimes me as well. We had a middle of a song this week. There was suddenly just a really loud car, and I had to stop. And even chat was like, "Wow, that's a lot."
Yeah. Yeah. Some people are
we
still
have a hype
saying,
train going.
Ah!
What?
Craziness. What? Okay. Just give me 1 second. I need to chat with my mods for just a sec.
Okay. Free pies. I like pie.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry.
It's all good. I have nowhere to be except right here.
Okay. Everybody likes pie. They do. I forgot to switch. Oh no, I do have a cup. Doesn't look big cup, cat. Yes. 3:30. Hi. It sounds like we have a hype train, which is
we
really,
do.
Oh my goodness!
Choo-choo.
Thank you. Oh, here comes the O Canada.
Oh, I
She'd like to start us off with O Canada.
I don't know. I don't even know. I don't know how to play my own national anthem.
Good.
Hi, Calvin.
Calvin! Calvin was my very first guest.
Was he really? Oh, no way. I watched a little bit of, I was doing some research. Just seeing how things go. So I was watching Calvin's. I watched the compliments as well. I watched a little bit of Mike's from last week or last time. Yeah, it's great. It's great.
Yeah.
I'm very excited.
Calvin was very brave. I had no idea what I was doing. It's like, are you free tonight? I think it was literally, I'm a bit more organized now. He's like, sure. Yeah.
I have to commend you, honestly, for how organized you were with everything. As a person who both runs a collab show and has been on a bunch of them, I so appreciate Kat messaged me weeks ago with the rundown on how everything was gonna go and looking for clips for the trailer, and I'm so impressed, and I love it so much. It just makes you feel so cared for and prepared. And it just is great. It was very good. I love it. I love it.
Good.
Considering there's people that are professionals. Not that you're not a professional, but these people that hold themselves to this standard, and they're just a mess. Whereas you have everything together, and I love it. I love it so much.
I'm not typically a together person, as most of the people on my stream will know. but out of respect to my guests, it also
I love it.
Also, Ziggy is really amazing and she makes the trailers, and is incredible and keeps me semi on time. Like if Ziggy wasn't there, being like, Kat, all the time, I'd probably start a day late, So. So thanks, Ziggy. Dot. I see a lot of dots lately. So many dots from Ziggy. Mm-hmm. I'd be asleep. It's true. It's really late for Ziggy too. Aren't people on Twitch amazing? That's one thing that blows me away.
Yes.
Is just how people are. Sometimes I feel like viewers are more dedicated than the streamers. Cranky Ray! Thank you so much for the 300 bits.
Yeah, they're incredibly wonderful people, and there's definitely been times where I've been feeling a little bit down, and I'm like, oh, maybe I won't stream today, maybe I'll just take the day off, my head's not in it. But I know 100% chance if I sit down to stream and the community shows up, that I just immediately feel better. As soon as someone says hi in chat, I'm like, oh, everything is good again.
I'm awake. I've had my coffee. It's not really coffee equivalent. Mm-hmm. 3,000. Oh, sorry, I meant 3,000. I must have said 300. They're like, you've missed a dot. 0. Thank you, Cranky Ray. You're amazing.
Oh my gosh.
Cranky Ray loves the Songwriter Sessions. So he only comes to the Songwriter Sessions. Okay, maybe that's not true, but... Oh no. Dono goal is back to 0. How did that happen?
Oh no.
It's okay. Creative Minds. Hi, good to see you.
Hi, Zach. Hello, JFT.
Shibata-san, arigato. Christian, so good to see you. JFT only comes to throw pies at us. Used to come for snowballs, right. But they melted. It's not snowball season anymore. How about in Canada where you are? How warm or cold is it?
Well, I put away our gloves and scarves yesterday. Mm-hmm. So we've reached that cautiously optimistic point in our Canadian spring winter session time. I don't think it's going to get cold enough to need them again. It's I don't know what it is in Fahrenheit, but it's anywhere between 8 and 15 degrees Celsius here now, which is great spring weather. What is that, 60?
Yeah.
Fahrenheit? I have no idea.
60 still sounds cold to me, but it must be okay for you.
It's pretty good here. Hello, King.
Creative Minds, thank you so much for the resub and for hosting. Yay. Bourbon Suit, hi. So many friends. Yeah, Alanna is having a weird sound. It's popping a bit. Creative Minds, do you know what the solution might be? It kind of comes and goes. It's okay for a while, and then... that face.
I've done literally nothing. I'm just sitting here.
Is it me? Is it my side?
No, I think it's just Zoom. You missed earlier, Zach. We were having a thing where we were using Zoom and then the audio was bad. Then we're using OBS Ninja, but the video was bad. So we've come back to Zoom and now it seems to be better. So
it's a Zoom encoding issue. Okay, got it. All right. It's funny because I don't think I've actually had any problems on Zoom with previous guests.
I just I think it's just the ghosts of the pops and crackles that I've been fighting with on my stream for 6 to 8 months. Are just following me everywhere I go. So they're not on my stream anymore, but now they just infect everyone that I go to. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. I'm just haunted. For the day. I have my own audio issues, so it's fine.
Yeah. Always the way.
Oh, Anonymous, thank you for the pie in the face tip.
Pie. I love that.
They're too fast. They the snowballs used to give me a little bit more time. I could actually duck, but those pies I can't duck. I cannot avoid those, so I don't even try. Don't even try anymore. But hey, I would congratulations on just full-time music life.
Oh, thank you.
You're a full-time musician now, which is so
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
weird time. And like I'm still transitioning out of my job, so like I'm part-time there for the time being and like soon to not be anymore. But it's like it is weird because I am technically like now I do spend the majority of my time working on music and like um like being a streamer. My brain is poor apparently. Oh my gosh, work. um but I still like it feels weird when it's like, yeah, you're a full-time streamer. It's like, I am, but I'm not. But like I am, but I'm not, but I will be, but I kind of am already. I don't know. I'm like very in the middle, but my day job is now only 2 days a week. So I'm
That's
slowly.
amazing. That's so cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Zach covers it. Her day job is now her hobby, and her hobby is now her day job. Yep. There we go.
Yeah. That's so amazing. I love it.
Yeah.
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 And
Thank
I
you
know
so
that
much.
it's, it's a lot of people's dream too to, stream full time or be able
Yeah.
to do music full
Yeah.
time. And so, that's really
Yeah.
cool. I'm so stoked.
Yeah. Thanks. I'm
And
so excited.
you really are such a wonderful songwriter. So that's kind of why we're here today is to write a song together. But I would love to hear about, your songwriting process.
Sure.
And maybe if like when you started,
Mhm.
when was the first time you wrote a song? Do you remember?
Oh, yeah, I was like 8. It wasn't very good. But I took piano lessons. That was like the first instrument that I learned when I was really young. And I remember I would start like writing these like silly little songs and like I can't really remember it anymore. It had something to do with like running through the forest. I don't know. What do you think about when you're an 8-year-old kid? But like after that, my first song that people have like heard, I wrote when I was in like grade 5 or grade 6. Um, and it's okay. It's pretty impressive for how old I was, I guess, at the time. But I've kind of been writing ever since. I really love finding melodies and matching words to them, and I find that like my writing process has changed so much. Obviously, since I started writing music, like I used to be very much like, okay, I have to be in like the right mood, the right vibe, like it just kind of happens organically. Whereas like as I've gotten older, it's like, well, I could just make it happen instead of having to be like, oh, it's this like nice moment that happens once in a blue moon. It's like, well, no, I can just sit down and like carve out time and actually like write something without having to like worry about the stars aligning, like
Yeah, because that could take forever.
well, that's exactly it, right? And like for a long time I was writing very rarely because it was always like these like heavily emotional moments and these like big pressure, and then that would also mean that if I wrote something I didn't like, that I would just feel terrible and it would feel like, oh, I don't know how to write music anymore. How did I ever write a song? Like, how did I do this in the first place? But now that I'm doing it more often and more regularly, kind of forcing myself to write music and to practice writing and stuff like that, I find that if I don't write something good, I'm a lot kinder to myself because it's like, oh, it's not like this is the one time that you had to write music and if you don't do it right, it's never going to happen again. It's like, well, no, if you don't write something good now, maybe tomorrow it'll be better, or maybe you'll just like come back to it in a week and you'll do better and feel better about it. So
That's
yeah.
awesome. Have you heard of Pat Patterson? He's like
No.
he's a songwriting teacher at Berklee College of Music and has written a few books on like great books on lyric writing and stuff. But he said something really good. He goes, if you write crap, it makes great fertilizer.
Hey, that's great. I like that a lot.
So, yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing. Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
It just like helps you sow the seeds later for something better. That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the whole point of Songwriter Sessions. It's not necessarily, I mean, if we come up with a #1 hit, that's great. But like, if we can have fun, exercise our muscles, like all of us, not just us two, but in the chat, and just have an experience of like trying something under pressure, and then see what happens. It's always like it's never really that much pressure, but the pressure does help us to usually write something.
Yes. I'm sure we're going to write something. Is it going to be good? Who knows? Probably. But it's going to be something. I can guarantee that much.
Oh, Hungry Tortoise did not think of any song titles.
Oh.
Do it now. Cram some titles now. Stat. 50 push-ups now. 50 song titles. Oh, somebody is requesting Kintsugi. Maybe we could both sing a song that we've written.
I would love that. Yeah.
Can I request a song? The one that I've learned?
I guess I'll allow it.
Okay. I should have really asked you before I learned it if this was a song you wanted to play. It's the one I tend to request the most on your stream, but
yes,
I can play along with you. 金継ぎこれからやります。最初はアラナさんの曲を弾いて聞いてから私金継ぎやります。Yeah.
Oh, my guitar is not plugged in. It was so much, right? That was the song?
It was. And okay. I may or may not add to it because I don't want to disrupt the song. So
sure. I'm just going to mute you so that it doesn't confuse the crap out of me. So just let me should I just mute you and start, or is there something I should wait for?
No, you can just mute and
okay. All right, I'm going to mute you. I cannot hear you starting. Wait. I can't mute you. I don't have permission to mute you.
Can you remove your headphones?
Then you could mute you.
How do I on Zoom?
Yeah, just in Zoom.
Okay, got it. Muted.
Perfect. Thank you. Hold my tongue and keep my mouth shut. Don't know why, but it's a habit I formed. You're the only one I speak to, the only one who can see me through my hurts. And yet I feel like it's too much, like you're bound to get annoyed with mental health. Head in the clouds, feet on the ground, I'm losing myself. You are my anchor, you are the wind inside my sails. And I worry if I'm always so much. How long till you feel like not enough? And my friends, well, it's true, they can't help me. 'Cause when I'm not who they thought that I would be, well, I feel bad. And I have with every friend I've ever had. And my parents, I know that they love me. And all they want is to hold and support me. But it feels like they don't like it when I don't smile. And they haven't seen me happy in a while. Head in the clouds, feet on the ground, I'm losing myself. And you are my anchor, you are the wind inside my sails. And I worry if I'm always so much. How long do you feel like not enough? all the words that I don't write. They keep my head spinning in the night. I'm well aware that I'm gonna be alright, but I still worry. Head in the clouds, feet on the ground, I'm losing myself. And you are my anchor, you are the wind inside my sails. And I worry if I'm always too much. How long do you feel like not?
So beautiful.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm so excited to listen back and hear what you did. I'm sorry about the pops and crackles, you guys. I can't help it. They're just embedded in my soul.
They're not embedded in your soul. They're embedded in Zoom.
Oh, yes.
Oh, it was
That's
beautiful. I love it.
Thank you so much.
I always get so nervous, like accompanying people on their Zoom, like tiptoeing around. It did still sound great. And the pops weren't only there for like bits and pieces, so.
Oh, that's good. As long as it's not like the whole time.
No, it's okay. Yeah, amazing. So, when did you write that song?
I wrote that last year, actually.
Yeah.
In the spring-ish time, I think. I was like going through a whole bunch of changes at the time. I was like trying to leave a job. It was just before COVID started. And yeah, I don't know. I wrote it around that time last year and then released it in October, I think I want to say. Yeah, I don't know. I like it.
It's beautiful. And it's
Thank you.
because I was really, really listening to it yesterday. It was like, oh wow, these words are really painful but so relatable, you know, of just feeling like you have to be, even for those that you know love you. Like it was just really really cool lyrics.
Yeah, thank you.
I loved it. Thank you. Yeah. It wasn't a lot, but it was enough. What is it? Wait, what does that mean? I'm catching up on the subtle hints of harmony. Oh, okay, got it. Okay, thank you.
Are you gonna play one of your songs now?
Yeah.
Amazing. Yeah. Am I able to play along with you if I mute myself, or will the sync be bananas?
Sync might be bananas, but
okay, I'm not gonna play. I'm just gonna sit and enjoy.
If you got piano and you play pad-like things,
that's true.
It's basically in the key of C.
Okay. I just don't want to ruin anything.
You won't ruin anything.
So,
but yeah, whatever.
I might just sit and enjoy.
Whatever you feel like. Yeah, no, there's never an expectation for you to jam with me here. So, okay. Miyazaki-san requested this one, so let me just get this guitar. I was just telling Alanna about how echolocations gave me all of this amazing guitarist sounds, so I'm gonna try and pull it up now. Here's see if it works. Please work for me.
I believe in you.
Oh, here we just need to turn it on. Here we go.
That sounds so good.
So this song is called Kintsugi, and if any of you in the chat right now could do me a favor, this song just won grand prize in the John Lennon songwriting competition in the world section, and it's It's super exciting. And to go to the next round, I'm actually competing. I'm up against my friend, which kind of sucks.
Oh no.
We both she won in the world section last year, and then I won this year, and now they're pitting us against each other. But if you could go and listen to both of our songs, her name's Alpha, and she wrote a song in Tagalog. She's Filipina, and I wrote the song in Japanese. And yeah, if you could, you can vote once a day for all of April. So if you could hit that vote link, and
I'm gonna go vote right now.
Thank you. It'll just take a second, and then if you want to leave your email, you can leave your email. Like once you vote, you can leave your email. I don't actually think you have to, but if you do, then you can go in the draw to win an electric guitar, an Epiphone electric guitar. So, Hungry Tortoise, what are we voting for? You're voting for me. My song, this song, Kintsugi. Oh yeah, that's right. Yes, thank you. So this song, it has a Japanese and English version, so I'll probably mix it up a little bit. But the song was inspired by the art form of kintsugi, which is where you mend broken ceramics using gold and other metallics. And you know, it's in a year of absolute breaking. Last year, it was a really good art form to practice, and to be able to see broken things, broken systems, broken people from a perspective of hope and healing and potential instead of despair, because it is really easy to get into despair, especially these days. It feels like, you know, the news that we are constantly exposed to is negative, and it almost feels like if we don't reshare some of the news, we also, like, sometimes I feel irresponsible, or like, you know, like compelled, like I have to share all this stuff, but yeah, but it's hard to know sometimes. I'm like, wait, is that what the world needs? Like, I don't know. So there's but yeah, so just figuring all that stuff out, and yet at the same time, it's so important for us to acknowledge the brokenness, because that's one of the first forms of kintsugi, is you look at the broken pieces and you acknowledge that they're broken, but then you start to reimagine what it could be once it's formed together, and you highlight the fractures. So you don't hide them, you accentuate them with gold, and you create it becomes a new creation, a new art form. So I love that concept, and that's what the song's about.
I love it so much.
Okay. With all of the LA sirens.
Feel the slow fall before you hit the ground, holding an ocean full of dreams, shattered fragments more than you can count, break for all the world to see. I promise I will find you somewhere in the broken pieces. You can show me all your scars, all the secrets in your heart, All those fractured lines and cracks are meant for letting in the light, so you don't have to hide. Oh, you can show me all your scars, all the secrets in your heart. All those fractured lines and cracks are meant for letting in the light, so you don't have to hide, so you don't have to hide.
Scars. Hey. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Dominic. Oh, thank you, the Luna. Yeah. Oh, that's.
I love it so much.
That's the song on Spotify. It's covering Alanna's face right now. Sorry.
Oh, that's okay. It's my face is unnecessary at most times.
What are you talking about? It's always necessary. Yeah. So it's a beautiful thing, you know, gift to be able to write songs, and I believe it's something that anyone can do. Although I guess some people have more of an instinct for it than others. I've always had an instinct for writing, but I wasn't very good at singing, so I've had to really work on years and years and years of training with singing, and then with songwriting too. I've definitely trained a lot, and it's all like just done a lot of different exercises and reading and study and just doing it. You get better at it, I guess, but it's always felt more natural to me. I felt like more of a songwriter than a singer, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Calvin, it was so funny because when I saw your claps, I was just thinking about you hitting that high note. Calvin covered that song in Japanese, and he did it as a live learn for Ziggy one time, and then I heard it back, and he hit those high notes.
Of course he did. Of course he. That doesn't surprise me even in the slightest. Calvin is amazing.
He is. He is.
Sorry, I've got a bit of a cranky back today. I keep like, if people are like, why is she fidgeting? That's why.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. Yeah.
All right. We old.
We are. I know. I am. I used to have a stool because I don't know. It would take up less space than a chair. This chair is kind of harder to move around, but I just got this chair this week, and it is so nice. Yes, it's so good.
I'm jealous. I sit on like a piano bench, but I have a nice chair at my desk. Like I have two desks. So I have like a work desk, and then I have my like stream desk.
Yeah.
So I have a nice chair over there, but over here is just the stool. Usually it's okay, but
well, it's good to have good posture when you're playing, and I like moving around a lot, so I did like the stool. But then recently, I just found that like my tailbone, I didn't know what people meant when they said their tailbone hurt. I'm like, am I aging? Is this some sign of?
As a person with chronic tailbone issues. It is the worst. I cracked my tailbone when I was really young, and it like never really healed properly, and then I re-cracked it when I was like 18. So my butt just hurts all the time, you guys. Just all the time.
Do you use a donut cushion? Because I
do have a donut cushion.
I borrowed my roommate's one, this week, and he tried to use it on the stool. I'm like, I think this helps. Although with this chair, I don't think I've needed it yet, but maybe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's a weird thing. It definitely sucked. Like, I've talked about this on my channel a bunch, but like where I went to school, we had a big hill in the backyard in like the yard of the school. There was a huge hill, and so in the winter we could go tobogganing down the hill, but we weren't allowed to use actual toboggans. We were only allowed to use like plastic grocery bags for like safety, I guess. But because my tailbone was so bad and because I had like hurt my tailbone, I like couldn't really slide down the hill on the plastic bag because it was just like too bad on my butt already. I was like 10, like was already an old woman at 10. But anyway.
Fine. I think Ziggy is broken. She hasn't said a word about progress. Well, it's 10 a.m. We're doing okay on time. We started 20 minutes late, so it's okay.
We can get started though. Should we find a title?
Yeah. We could get everyone's title ideas. So if you have a song title idea, please submit it in the chat over on so on Twitch. There is channel points, and you can use it'll cost you 1 channel point to submit a song title. And that way we'll know that it's actually a song title. Because sometimes we don't know if someone's submitting a song title, they're just saying stuff. So yes, feel free to submit song titles. Limited to 2 or 3. No 10 titles. Professor Slav has 33 titles ready to go.
That doesn't shock me. 2 or 3,000.
2 to 3,000. Yes, that's exactly what it is. Spooning sumos, of course.
There it is.
I do have a lot of spooning sumos. Where are they? Should be somewhere. Oh, here. Rearrange my desk. So, actually, I have, these are all my spooning sumos. I have these art streams, or at least I used to, where everybody who came onto my art stream basically got a sumo character folded of them.
Oh, they're so cute.
This one is Photo Lu Kawaii. We've got OG Sumo. We've got a few people. Oh, we actually had people with the name Sumo in their name, so of course we had to make them. Yeah, and then I would pit them against each other on my little homemade sumo pit.
I love it. Oh,
it would make them fight to the death. It was so dumb and it was so fun.
I love it so much.
It was hilarious. Except now it's just gotten to the point where I have way too many of them. I'm gonna have hundreds. I'm gonna be swimming in sumos. Swimming in spooning sumos. Craziness. Okay. Emotional Abyss. Wow, we have so many song titles. I guess we should add it to our
Ziggy's on
little thing here. Ziggy, you're amazing.
Yes.
Here we go.
Amazing.
Got song
mods
titles.
in general, amazing.
Mods in general are amazing.
Right?
Yes. Yes, I know. I didn't realize how fun it could be and how amazing this mod community could be.
Yeah.
You don't have mods on any other social media.
That's very true. I never really thought about that before. I think some people have like Facebook mods for when they do like Facebook Lives and stuff. I think. I'm not sure. I have no idea.
Yep, it's not the same. It's true.
No.
Okay. So the Luna has submitted some song titles. Hungry Tortoise, Barefoot Again. Oh, that's a nice one. Creative Minds, Pie in Your Face. Breakfast on the
I like that
patio.
it's Barefoot Again. As though it was barefoot initially.
Yeah.
And then now it is barefoot again.
That's
Hello, Chris.
Chris, hi. That is life in New Zealand. I don't know about life in Canada. It's probably too cold, but
I mean,
in New
I'm
Zealand,
not currently wearing any socks.
in New Zealand, I remember when I was a kid, we'd walk around the shopping mall barefoot.
Wow.
Yeah, it was just I don't know. You just did. It was always the flip-flops. Like, flip-flops were the equivalent of shoes. But you just walk around barefoot. I remember even at school just we'd have to run around in the grass fields barefoot and having to walk on the hot concrete asphalt, like barefooted with everyone was just, ugh. But yeah, we did so. Now I'm like, now that I live in LA, it was really weird because one time walking in Hollywood, one of my sandals broke, so I had to walk barefoot on one foot.
Yeah.
And it was really gross. I'd never had my feet look so disgusting or felt so wrong at doing it. I had to buy sandals halfway. But in New Zealand, it's just, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's do you find that because you haven't lived in America your whole life, like I find it very bizarre that Americans wear their shoes in their houses. It's very strange to me. Like, is that like, do you wear your shoes inside or are you like a barefoot person? Yeah, right? Shoes are at the door. Yeah, it's very strange. It's very odd. I saw someone the other day be like, I wear my shoes from the moment I get out of the shower in the morning until I go to bed. And I'm like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I wear my shoes for like any time I'm outside and that's it. And then they're off.
Because then they can breathe, right?
Yeah. It's so much more comfortable.
Oh, Max got a fine for driving barefoot once in France. That's crazy that they pulled you over and looked at your feet.
Yeah.
Excuse me, a flashlight? Like,
yeah.
Can you open the door?
That would just be rude anyways. Like someone pulls you over and the first thing they're like, ma'am. It's so weird.
The creative minds. I'm just imagining the cop being like, I can see your feet. This is like Twitch.
Oh my gosh.
It's so funny. Yeah. Well, New Zealanders wear shoes inside too, but I grew up in Japan, so no one. It's like there's a place at the entrance that is lower than the rest of the house where that is where you take your shoes off. There's an official place right at the entrance. And I guess it's a little higher, so you can actually sit on the higher part and remove your shoes and then leave them there. And it just keeps the house cleaner, you know? Like I would feel much more comfortable lying on the carpet because I love the floor. And that might be why too, is that Japanese people live on the floor.
Yeah.
So like I sleep on futons. We don't have a bed. But if you don't live on the floor, then I guess it wouldn't matter so much.
Yeah. I mean, like, I feel like I've spent a lot of time on the floor. It's just, I don't know. I like sitting on the floor. As a person with tailbone issues, sometimes sitting on like a couch or like a soft surface doesn't work out so good for me. I'm better off sitting on like the hard surface. But like, yeah, I don't know. It just seems like it would be so much more dirty.
How about,
I don't know.
How about you guys? We should do a poll on this. Before we do a poll on the
shoe poll.
Shoes, are you a shoes indoor or like shoes off? Shoes on or shoes off inside the house kind of person?
And no shame either way. If you're a shoes on in the house person, that's totally cool.
Yeah. Slippers. It's funny, yeah. So a lot of Japanese people do slippers, but I couldn't handle well, actually that's not true. Lately I've been wearing slippers because it's kind of cold, but yeah, slippers indoors, maybe because the slippers were really uncomfortable. People would give me slippers. I'm like, I'm fine, I'll just go barefoot. Pradhan, you're so welcome here all the time. Thank you for being here. I only wear shoes if I have to go out, otherwise slippers. Oh, okay. Yeah. But so Canadians are shoes off.
Oh yeah, 100%. Okay. It's shoes off at the door. And like it's you have to ask to like wear your shoes inside. And then you do this really stupid little walk where you like kind of tiptoe with your shoes if you have to wear them inside the house.
As if you're not wearing them. I know, yeah.
As if you're not wearing them. Like it's like do you ever like walk across like a freshly like mopped floor and the person's like there with the mop and you're like, I'm sorry, and you like tiptoe across, like that's what it's like, except like in people's houses.
Yeah. If only they had monkey bars, you know?
Yeah. Are those like for like contractors, like if you have to have like a construction person come into your apartment, they'll have little like booties that
Oh
go over
yeah.
their boots.
Yeah.
So they'll like slide those over.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, yeah, slippers indoors, shoes on shoes are near the door. I have a couple different pairs of slippers, but I have these great slippers that are like socks,
Mm.
but they're like super, super thick and they've got like a bit of a tread on the bottom, but they go up to like my knee and they're so warm and so cozy. And like in the winter here, it's like, ah, 10 out of
Yeah.
10.
I love that. There's so many cozy indoor shoes now too. It's fun.
Mm-hmm.
Except I'm like
Mm-hmm.
worried about making them all sweaty, and I guess you can just wash them, but socks are the
Yeah.
best thing.
Yes, I agree.
Hmm.
We got some pretty good titles, I think.
Yeah, and Scrupler, the title of Alanna's song was So Much. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Okay. All right. So we have okay, we have our song titles. Let's check them out. Check them
Perfect.
out. And we're gonna pick 5. So we're gonna pick the
Okay.
top 5 of these. And So Much is so good. Mhm.
Hmm.
Okay.
Hmm. What are your favorites?
Ooh,
What are
Broken
your
Promise. It's kind of cool. Emotional Abyss.
I kind of like Prettiest Weeds in the Garden. I don't there's something about that. It's like a really nice image about like it's not always like the flowers that are the prettiest things in the
Mm.
garden. Sometimes weeds can be what's beautiful too,
Hmm.
you know. I like Broken Promise as well. I like most of them, to be honest.
If you had to pick 3 more.
Oh, you should pick one because I picked Prettiest Weeds. That was like my pick. What's your
Okay, I
pick?
picked Broken Promise.
Oh, okay,
Um,
true.
Plastic Bag Toboggan.
It's pretty
It
good.
came from your story.
Yeah, coming from my butt. I like Breakfast on the Patio. I think that's
Oh
so
yeah,
sweet.
Hungry Tortoise.
Sweet
Look at
little
you.
tune.
Who said he didn't do his homework?
All right, now you have to pick one.
Okay, we could even just go with 4. Barefoot again. It's kind of cool.
Yeah. Especially now that we've had this whole shoe discussion. and
Okay,
poll.
should we do these 4?
Yeah, I think we're good.
Okay, let's do it. Barefoot again sounds great. Oh, it's gonna be hard though. Some of these are like, what are we gonna write it about? So usually the first 3 minutes of the 22 minutes, we figure out what we're trying to say. So it's usually the chorus. How do we figure out like
Okay.
what is the, what do we want to say with this?
Mm-hmm.
Because none of these really, except for Broken Promise, all of them could go in. Well, you already kind of said what Pretty Sweets in the Garden could be.
Could be, but that's just my first thought.
Yeah.
If you had a thought,
No, I like that.
I'd love to know.
The thing with it, the great thing about the 22 minutes is you don't really have time to second guess. You just got to go with the first thought. And then when we go into edit mode, then we can reassess stuff. But generally that first instinct is the best one. So for future reference, how many song title submissions are we allowed? Apparently, according to Ziggy JFT, we're allowed 3.
Okay. And Ziggy knows best.
Okay. Which title is it gonna be? Okay. So there is now a poll in the Twitch chat. You can go in there and you can vote. JFT. Ziggy is always smart. Yes, and always wants to keep it going. Creative Minds. I like the barefoot again because it feels like there's a real story in there. Yeah, there could be a real story in there. Oh, we can vote too, Alanna.
Oh, we can. Right, that's true.
Boop, boop.
Oh, oops, I forgot to press vote.
Come play Valheim.
I just like picked one and then I forgot to actually hit the vote button after it.
Not only in the poll, but Emotional Abyss should be 5. Who came up with Emotional Abyss? It was me. Creative Minds. We should write a song sometime on that title. It'd be awesome. Oh, hit my funny bone. Oh, that's awesome. Prettiest Weeds won! Okay. Alright.
Alright.
Prettiest Weeds in the Garden. Professor Slaff is on a roll. Okay. Alright, you ready?
I'm ready. Let's do it. I'll stop noodling on the piano.
I like the noodling. We could play it on that. Okay.
That's true.
I think it'll generally work out better timing wise if you play the chords anyway. But yeah, if you could type the chords out, whatever you end up playing, or I end up playing, if you could type them out in the chat, that'd be awesome. Okay, here is the timer. Here we go. All right, timer.
All right.
Here we go. Prettiest Weeds in the Garden.
So, yeah, like in my head, it's very much this like, I don't know. We could go two ways. Like on one hand, we could go like kind of what I said before, where the weeds are kind of like underappreciated and people often like cut them away, but sometimes the weeds can be the most beautiful part of the garden. Whereas like you could also go like, because it's like the prettiest weeds, it's like that could also be like who amongst the weeds is the prettiest of the weeds. Do you know what I mean? It's a subtle difference.
Yeah.
I don't know. Where does your mind go with that?
I feel like, yeah, if we went with the second idea, it's really playful. So that would be kind of could be a fun, jokey kind of song.
Yeah.
The other one, I think, feels like it goes real deep. Like it could be really, has a really beautiful message of almost like the ugly duckling kind of,
Totally.
like,
totally. Yeah.
So that might be an easier route to go.
I think so. I think like my writing style personally, I often tend to go a little deeper, but like we can also go silly if you would rather. I can do that as well. I just find that for some reason like when I go silly, it feels more forced, whereas when I can go deeper, it feels a little bit more natural to me.
Let's go with the natural.
Okay.
Last time with Mike Barris was the first time we went nuts. We normally don't write silly songs like that, which was fun, but yeah, but let's go with what's most natural and let's write a beautiful song. Okay,
let's
cool.
do it.
And I feel like the chat have some really great ideas too. Oh, I picture someone coming over to your house and complimenting your flowers that you planted. But it turns out they're just weeds that are just pretty. Weeds grow wherever, but you notice them. Not like the yellow dandelions. Deep has always wanted. Okay, cool.
I like that idea, Zach, of someone coming over and complimenting the flowers in your garden. Like there's a line there that sorry, my brain is going into like writing mode, which means I'm just in a daze now.
It's fine.
Like the ones you never planted, they were always just there. That's like a line I think that like pops up in my head. I'm just gonna write it. We can cut it later or do whatever. It's just like it's like an image in my head. Whoops. I was playing in D, by the way.
Great.
Or maybe E? I don't know. I started on D, but it kind of resolves on E. But I don't know how to add the line in for like the
Yeah, kind of oh, we missed Tanya's song title submission. Sorry, Tanya.
Oh no.
Next time. Okay. They say hers were the prettiest flowers.
Something like that. Like I was just like riffing off of what Zach had said about the person coming over and like complimenting. I often go away from like a super literal lyric, but I think that's kind of the same idea.
You know how
I don't know where to go from there.
I kind of think of, you know, all of these I don't know, there's this they say hers were the prettiest flowers, the ones she never planted, though, always just there. And I almost feel like I may not have been, like it could even be you may not have been watered by, you know, sprinklers, but you were watered by the rain. And maybe you weren't loved upon, like maybe you weren't talked to by you know, by your planter, but the sun shone you the sun shone on you the same, or something like.
Oh yeah.
But the sun.
Something about the sun. I was trying to get to the sun.
Or something like that. Like when you think of how, and I was just thinking about people and how, you know, like people, we're not all of us are privileged or nurtured in the same way, but how in some ways I believe like God will still take care of you, even if if like your family lets you down, or if like people let you down. Like when I see young children, especially in impoverished countries, so many of them are survivors, and it's you know, amazing to see what they can come through. And of course, like how much more they could achieve if they had access to that opportunity. But yeah. Tender hearts, tending the garden, leaving the prettiest weeds to shine. Yeah.
something. I was trying to think of a thing to go on that with like the idea of like the kids kind of having to like look after themselves to go with the sun line, so that it's like that kind of like you were forced to care, care for yourself or look after yourself, and trying to like find a way to fit that into that line.
Never wanted by a loved one, only tended by the rain, to care for one another. Sun still shone on you the same.
Yeah, I like what you just did there. Sun still shone on you the same.
Only made you more resilient. Only made you more resilient. And then I guess the last line could be the prettiest weed in the garden. When the rain comes, petals fall, but I'm still here standing. That's really cool. Yeah, weeds are so resilient. Maybe it could be storms or something too. When the storms send petals flying. Sun shines on you the same? Would that make more sense?
Something in that line is
something
weird.
Is a little weird. Sun
I know.
shines.
Yeah.
Sun still, yeah, sun still. I really like this. 10 minutes. Shoot.
Dang it.
You learn to care for one another. What about your loved ones?
Oh, I've got something, I think.
Okay.
I want to I just typed garden
So I
twice.
can find a rhyming dictionary.
I've lost where I was. I like that we're both just like quietly working on our own separate parts, trying to get the timer in.
Was it like, are you playing D, A, B minor? Is that kind of where it's going?
Yeah, I was going D, A, E.
Okay. Thank you, dear. Lost in a Daze reminding me of
Hi, Erin. Thank you for being here.
when we were holding hands in the garden. It's romantic. I love that line.
I don't know what the last. It's something. You're ready for something to begin, but I don't know what. I don't know what is beginning. I was gonna say the summer, but this feels cliche. Somehow. I don't know if you have an idea of something that could go into that line.
Okay, we've got just over 5 minutes. Should we figure out like a melody or like figure out where we're gonna have the verse and the chorus, and then get a kind of melody?
I feel like this feels very versy. This stuff here feels super good for the verse, and I feel like this feels like a chorus to me. Like I feel like we can come back, like do like a really nice build, and then come into this like. Or whatever. But then I don't know what to do for the verse, if we should have a different chord progression.
You mean for the chorus or for the verse? Oh yeah,
for the verse. So that's what I have.
The chord progression that I have here will be for the chorus, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. And the prettiest weeds in your garden,
yeah,
they were always the first sign of spring. Now I watch as your heart comes unhardened. You're ready for your life.
Prettiest weeds in your garden.
How would you feel about
nice little harmony
doing a little higher?
Prettiest weeds in your garden.
Oh yeah.
Always the first on the spring. Now I watch as your heart comes unhardened.
Or something, I don't know.
Yeah. I was just throwing a higher harmony up there. I know, it's gotta be something in there. I was thinking about life, but that feels cliche too. Think about summer, that doesn't feel right. It doesn't even have to be begin, it's just begin rhymes with spring nicely. It's one of those half rhymes.
Okay.
First sight of spring.
I love the concept though. It's so good.
Yeah. Okay, we gotta work on the verses, I guess. We've got the chorus mostly.
Yeah.
I love this. The storms came, petals fall, but you're still standing. We should figure out at least a chord progression for the verse, I think.
Yeah, that's true.
This could be like a bridge, I think, maybe for later.
Also, now that I'm looking at the chorus, we actually probably need to... We probably do need to edit the verse a little bit, but maybe we could do that after we finish the song, because we've only got 2.5 minutes left. So,
woo! Okay. We just need, I think, a chord progression here. You went when you went high.
No, I think it's good.
Now I watch as your heart comes unhardened. You're ready for something to begin.
Kind of like something.
I kind of like something. I was kind of kidding, but I kind of like something. Cause it's anything. You're ready for anything to begin. It doesn't matter what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We kind of like something.
We kind of like something. Okay, we've got a minute. But what are we missing other than words? We're missing a lot of words, but what are we?
I mean, it could be nice to have a pre.
Yeah.
See if I can write one in a minute.
Only tended by the rain. No, I don't want to watch to see you grow up. The sun still shines through the same. And I'll catch you up. They say hers were the prettiest flowers, bursts of white, yellow, and blue. You had
Oh yeah.
Prettiest sweets in your It's not enough time.
Womp womp womp. I think we did pretty good though.
I think we did pretty good. I mean, 22 minutes is impossible. People are like, why do you do 22 minutes? It's like, well, 30 minutes makes it possible.
Yeah, it's true. You gotta make it a little hard. What were you doing for the chords there, Daisy?
I don't know. I just like
Where'd you go?
B minor and then I had an F sharp minor and a G sharp minor.
Yeah.
Okay. So my mods are telling me, now that the timer is up, we need to do at least one take here.
Okay.
Before we go into edit mode, we have to say this is what we did in 22 minutes. So,
okay.
Would you like to take the lead?
Sure. I think we're on the same page anyways.
Yeah.
Okay.
We didn't have a pre-chorus. You could just do the verse and the chorus and then...
Yeah, that's fine. And then I'll see if I can make up something for the bridge here.
Sounds great.
Ah. Just trying to think of what other... We've got F sharp minor I could throw in there. Okay. We're gonna go for the beginning. I might ad-lib a bit to try and make it work. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see. Put some reverb on. Not that it matters with the pops and crackles anyways, but you know, that's fine. Let me know when you want me to start.
Oh, you can start.
Oh, okay. Cool. Do you want to mute yourself so that I can't hear?
I probably won't play with you.
Oh, okay, sure.
Or I will mute myself.
Never wanted by love.
Sorry, I talked over you. Could you start again? I will mute myself.
Yeah.
Okay. Go for it.
Okay. Never wanted by love words, only tended by the rain. No, I watched to see you go, but the sun still shines on you. Sweets in your garden, they were always the first sign of spring. Watch as your heart comes unhardened, you're ready for something to begin. You say her. White, yellow, and blue. You're the one she never planted. They were always there. You hide the prettiest sweets in your garden. Always the first sign of spring. Now watch as your heart comes unhardened. You're ready for something to begin. Oh, you're ready for something to begin. Something like that.
That was awesome. It was great. I loved what you did. The improv.
I tried to I don't know how I felt about the chords in the bridge. I just tried to use the words that we had.
Yeah.
I couldn't bring in the storms yet. We'll get there.
Yeah. That sounds good. That sounds good.
Yeah, I like it. It's a good little. I think it's a good little tune. I like the imagery in it.
Yeah, this is awesome. Okay, so this is great. So you had the prettiest Now we're gonna go into edit mode. So surprise, we have more than 22 minutes.
Woohoo!
And so yeah, until I guess for another hour and a little bit, we can just finish the song and kind of really like
Great.
smooth out the edges. And I really love it though. It's already sounds amazing.
Yeah.
People in the chat seem to love it too. Thanks, Calvin.
We've never had a clean take like that. What?
That's good.
How?
Yeah.
Okay, what are your thoughts? Now that you've heard it, what do you feel?
So I feel like with the chorus that you wrote, that we where the verse could maybe go through quite some changes. So I think you had the prettiest
what franchise just said.
What?
The ones she never planted, but were always in bloom.
Ooh, see that's
cool. Ooh, I like that.
Yeah. So I feel like.
But what if it's like the ones she never planted? She just watches them bloom.
It's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that initial verse was written as if you were the weed, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like what we're actually talking about is somebody's heart is the garden, and there are weeds in it.
Yes.
Right? So that kind of makes sense.
Yeah, I think it's similar though. I think maybe it's about like as opposed to like I think the garden is like it's you. It's who you are, right? And like I think that still like that tending to it and never having anyone to kind of tend to it. I think that still really works. I think that's still like a good way to go, but like that I think the message just kind of turned into that like you're responsible for how you've grown, like it's no one else has cultivated who you are and how your garden is. It's just what it's both like what has happened, like what the universe has given you by having these weeds that you never really planted. They're just there, they've come up and they're so beautiful and people appreciate them even though they're just weeds. And even though it's not something you necessarily like did intentionally, it's just who you are has an inherent beauty to it, I think.
That's so cool. It's like kintsugi.
Yeah, exactly.
So I feel like I would love to include the word wild in the third line instead of no one watched you see you grow up.
Yeah.
I think it's more like, it's wild. The garden is wild.
It is wild. So if we go, never watered by your loved ones, only tended by the rain.
I also wonder whether
like does reckless work? Wild and reckless?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. They seem to go together. Sorry, you were going to say something. What do you wonder?
Ooh, reckless wonder. Could that rhyme with loved ones? I like the near rhymes that don't quite rhyme.
Yeah, totally. I love half rhymes. They're my favorite.
We could put raccoons in the garden. No, wait, raccoons will ruin the garden though, right? JFD. This might also throw a spanner in there, but I'm feeling like the rhythm of the verse right now is a little too similar to the chorus.
I agree, and I was feeling that when I was playing it too. I was like, oh no, it's the same.
Yeah. And it's the same melody, like melodic place. It sits in the same place. So I wonder whether it's we could
I think it's the
so here's an idea
situation that makes it feel, because even though it's B minor is almost the same as D.
Yeah.
Like it's one note off of D.
Yeah.
B minor, D. B minor, D. So I wonder if we should change the A and the E to be something else.
Also, I know that you're hearing this as a chorus, but I also wonder whether there could actually, these two lines could actually be verse 1, verse 2, and then we could
totally
write
possible.
a chorus, because then we wouldn't need to necessarily change it. And I feel like they both say things. So the chorus could actually be really simple. I don't know how.
Yeah, yeah. What if we did a really, maybe it's, I've been doing this a lot in my songwriting recently, but I really love a really simple, like almost an ooh focused chorus in a weird way where you say less, you say a lot less than you would normally.
Yeah. Yeah. I love those kind of choruses.
Same. I've written a couple in the last little while. It's something nice about it.
Yeah. So that could, I think that will be good, because then it'll solve out, and I also feel like right now where the choruses are sitting is kind of lower, and I think it would be nice if there was a rise in the chorus. So never wanted by your loved ones, and it's so weird that these chords are major, but it sounds so minor.
Yeah, I love
never wanted by your loved ones. Only tended by the rain. This might be a second verse.
Yeah, I think so.
While now a reckless wonder, but the sun still shines on you the same. Now you are loved by rain, kissed by maybe we
I wonder if for the chorus,
change
if we
chords?
Yes. And also do like I want to break out of the of talking about flowers so literally. I wonder if for the chorus if we can go in a different direction just so that it's not super repetitive, right? Like we're painting this picture of this garden, but then I wonder if it's like if we can break from that for the lyrics in the chorus and go more along the lines of like I don't know what, but something.
We could just have a melody first.
And then yeah. What if we went really dark for the chorus like that?
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's really nice. Okay, so I went F minor to E and then back to F minor, but then to D afterwards. So
it's F sharp, right?
Just F sharp. Sorry.
Okay.
Whoops.
No worries.
growth, reckless wonder. Yep. 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 Yep.
I love it. That's great.
Yep. That's the one.
Thank you.
Okay. I like that.
And there's no
And then it goes, I went A.
Cool.
And then E.
I love it. I love writing with other people because they do stuff that I don't like. Oh, that's interesting.
I love it too. I'm having such a good time. I hope you are also. I was trying to think about what, like, I feel like that chorus, because it's so minimal, we have to have, like, sounds dumb, but like a thesis. Like, I feel like we could even just do oohs for the F minor section. They're like, ooh. Right? So, like, we could, like, have it ooze, but then for the AE part, we have, like, say something, but I don't know what. I'm here with the ideas and not with the content.
You mean like a melodic idea?
Yeah, like, that's more like I feel like that would be really cool to just have, like, a little, like, puncher line there.
Oh, a line
like,
at the end
kind
of the
of summarizes things. Yeah, so that it's an ooh, like all oohs for the F minor E, F minor D, and then for the A we would say something.
I mean, I feel like we'd want to say that you have the prettiest weeds in your garden.
That's true. But then I think we shouldn't say it. We shouldn't maybe say that in the verse then?
What I would like to suggest, I would normally not want to repeat the same thing, but if we started the song with "You had the prettiest weeds in your garden," and then we swap those verses around, I think it's not too much.
Yeah, I agree. So, it's a nice repetition there.
Yeah.
So if we go, you had the prettiest weeds in your garden. I don't know. I think it works.
We just need to find the right place for it, huh? And also with the ooh, where it comes in, one thing that I always think about when I'm trying to come up with different sections is that rhythmically that it comes in at a different timing to the verses. So
yes, I like that.
First sign of spring. Now I watch as your heart comes and hiding. You're ready for something to begin. And ooh,
like where we maybe lead
Yeah,
into it?
I love that. Yeah. Yeah.
You had you always had the prettiest weed in your garden.
I don't know.
I don't know, right? It's like, I'm trying to think of what we could put in there. I think we should move on and write another verse and then come back to it, because I think our brains will wrap back around.
Yeah. So what about this as the other verse?
Yeah. So this is maybe a bit of a morose turn, but I was thinking about this when you were singing. It's all in past tense. Which is like, she had the prettiest weeds. You had the prettiest weeds. I don't know if it's like a, I don't know, like in memoriam almost. As sad as that might be of a turn.
Also, we've made it in your garden. Should we say in the garden, which is the title?
I think your works better.
The chorus could actually be prettiest weeds in the garden, or prettiest weeds in your garden.
Yeah.
It could also be because there's a few more words in that first verse than in the second. It could be the prettiest weeds in your garden. Instead of you had, you could take that out, and then instead of they were, you could be always the first sign of spring, and then watching as your heart comes unhardened. Ready for something to begin. So you could just literally take out the first few words.
Yeah.
Which will then make it kind of match with the second verse.
Yeah. Yes, I love that. I would want to say, yeah, okay.
It could even be watching as your heart unhardens. Comes unhardened. Watching as your
What do you think of there's the prettiest weeds? There's the prettiest weeds in your garden.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. Instead of then it sounds like you're talking to someone instead of talking to the weeds. Your heart come harden. I can get rid of your as well. Ready for something to begin. I have an idea. I don't know if it's a good idea, but I do have an idea.
Let's hear it.
What if the first time we do the chorus, it's just the ooze. Without the A and the E at the end. And then the second time we do the chorus, it's the whole thing with the second line. Like that. So that it kind of leads in, and so that if we are going to do the prettiest weeds line in there, it won't be immediately repetitive.
Yep.
She's like, to begin. know my ooh timing was not quite there.
It's fine.
Never wanted by loved ones, only tethered by the rain. Wild growth, reckless wonder. Oh, the sun still shines on you the same. Oh, it shines on you the same. Oh, I kind of like that. I know it repeats immediately, but it's kind of nice.
Mm-hmm. The first time could even be something to begin.
I was thinking about the same. I was thinking the same thing.
It's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
I do feel like maybe instead of going to the D in that chorus, it should just do the E again, because
Okay.
I think it would be good to have something that's a little familiar to the ear and predictable there.
It still shines on you the same. Pretty and sweet in your garden.
It's cool. It's like a very simple song, but I don't know if we need to like
I
turn
don't
it
think it
into
needs to be complicated. Yeah. I like this line a lot. Everything is out of order.
Yeah, of
I would
course.
say yet
Beautifully in sync.
Yeah.
It's funny. I had it in my head like with borders and without borders, out of order, and then, but I forgot to write it down. And then little Luna was like taking no orders. I was like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. Kinetic Turtle. Hi. Can we give a shout out to Kinetic Turtle? Awesome streamer.
Beautifully in sync. Hers were the prettiest flowers.
And then it could be sing. There could be so many words that rhyme with sync.
Yeah.
You're not
we
weird
went-
at all, Luna. Not at all.
So if we go, everything is out of order, you're beautifully in sync. Hers were the prettiest flowers.
So cool.
I do like, personally, I like a verse, chorus, bridge scenario.
A verse,
Unless
verse, chorus,
unless
verse,
this
chorus,
is-
bridge.
Yeah, usually. But unless we want to do this as the bridge. And everything is out of order. You're beautifully in sync. Yeah, something like that. Like, I don't know, has that, I just did the same chord progression. It should be different because it's the bridge. But like, if we did something like along those lines for that, because I think I wouldn't even do the flowers line. I would write something fresh here for the second line. Like, we could even bring the borders line in. Like growth is creeping. Whoa, how spelling creeping with a K for no reason. Like, if we go, growth is creeping from your borders.
Everything is out of order, yet beautifully insane.
Yeah.
Scraping from your border.
I think if we can speed it up a little bit.
Everything is out of order, yet beautifully insane. Growth is creeping from your borders, don't matter what they think.
What do you think of that?
Yeah, I like that.
Okay, so that's a
I can even get rid of the is. Growth creeping from your borders, no matter what they think.
Everything is out of order, yet beautifully insane. Growth is creeping from your borders, no matter what they think. And then
I almost want to go personal in the next line.
Yeah.
Like oh. Okay, hold on.
Growth is teeming from your borders.
Whoa.
Oh, thank you, Kinetic Turtle. Just catching up on some of the chat.
everything is out of order, yet beautifully in sync.
And I would still cry in your car. You've lost yourself in flower beds.
Wow, that's so beautiful.
Forgetting who you are.
Wow.
Something like that?
Yes. Yes, that's amazing.
I
love it.
And then I think we have to go back to the pretty sweets in your garden. But I would almost say here we can go. You're prettiest weed in the garden.
Prettiest weeds.
We can grab stuff of here.
Yeah.
Birds of color. I like that she watches them bloom line. Maybe I can get there.
Oh yeah, we should definitely put that in there.
Birds of color.
Hi Pencils, thanks for voting.
Hello Pencils.
Snacks. Somebody is giving me the snacks. Permission to eat snacks. I might actually go and get some crackers. Can I leave you here?
For it.
Can I leave you with the chat?
Yes. Chat. Okay. Be nice to me.
Amazing. I'll be right back.
Never played it, always there. Delete Pencil's message. You're the prettiest weeds in the garden. Birds of color never planted, always there. Chat, we need one more line. We need two more lines, but I think I know how I want it to resolve. Just to end this verse, and then we go back into the chorus for like a big build at the end. I think. Shush, pencils. You resolve lines. You just don't have to resolve songs entirely. Thanks, JFT. Have a good day, Zach. Welcome back. Oh, she can't hear me yet. Hello. So I was thinking we need like 2 more lines for this verse, and then we can do a big build, like a double chorus build thing, and then that's the end. But we need something to finish off this. I don't know what that is.
This is the third verse, yeah? Last verse?
So like it's like the last verse. It's after the bridge. You've lost yourself in flower beds, forgetting who you are. 'Cause you're the prettiest weeds in your garden. Birds of color, never planted, always there. I don't know what.
Garden. What rhymes with garden, guys?
That's why I did harden before. It's always my go-to for garden.
Yeah. Pencils, do you think I should just turn the chat off? I guess there's no point in having the chat overlay if it's having a fight with
Azora. Hello, Azora, by the way.
Harden. Yeah, because Harden is so good, but you've already put that there, huh?
I know. Pardon works.
Pardon.
Yardson.
Yardson. What?
Harden, pardon.
Yeah, Kinetic Turtle says you didn't rhyme sink and car in the previous bit. I'm not sure you have to rhyme.
No, but it doesn't matter. But those lines don't have to. It's sink and car don't have to rhyme. Sink and think rhyme, and car and R rhyme.
Oh yeah.
Everything's out of order, you're beautifully unseen. Growth creeping from your borders, doesn't matter what you think. And I watched you crying in your car. You've lost yourself in flower beds, forgetting who you are.
Oh, we can't see think.
Darken
It got
works?
cut off.
Oh.
Yeah, I can't fit them all in here.
I think darken works. Aaron's right.
Yeah.
Nair Dyer. Yeah. Okay, so how would...
Ardent.
Ardent.
You guys are a rhyming dictionary. It's awesome.
Ardent would be so hard. I don't think I could even use ardent in a sentence. I'm just like in my day-to-day life. I think darken is the best. I'm stuck.
Warden.
Prettiest weeds in your garden. Birds of color, never planted, always there. And even when your heart is darkened.
Oh, I like that. That was good.
You should know that they'll be there, or something like that.
Or even when the skies, or even when the...
Yes, yeah. Even when the skies have darkened.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. That's very good.
That was very good.
Sometimes I find I just have to play it and
Yeah,
just word
and it
vomit.
just comes.
Yeah.
And when the skies have
darkened. Your eyes will still be there. Something like that. Just because it brings that personal back from like the bridge, where we've kind of introduced this like other person that's watching. Because I was thinking it could also be like, they will still be there, which I think works too. They will still be there, and then we go into the. We never used this line. Ha! I forgot.
It's okay.
I forgot.
We don't need to use everything. This is
true.
so good. This is amazing.
I think it's really good. I think we did a good job.
You're such a great writer.
You're such a great writer.
This is so awesome. Oh, you guys in the chat, such a great writer.
Yeah, to be honest, Narada came in twice with freaking clinch lines. So good. Luna coming in with the order. Very good.
Cool.
And the title.
Pencils. I can imagine it would be very hard to write with crayons. Pencils.
And then what? So we need because then it's gonna go.
I like that.
I feel like we should do it multiple times.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Couldn't help yourself, could you?
We do this times 2.
Okay, see if I can play it.
All right.
Pretty sweets in your garden, always the first sign of spring. Watching as your heart comes on hardened.
I'll edit the timing as you go.
Ready for something to begin. And never wanted by your loved one.
Do you want to play and I can play along with you?
Oh no, go ahead. Sorry, I don't want to screw up your time.
Oh no, it's fine.
Wild growth and reckless wonder.
You can still play along.
The sun still shines on you the same. Still shines on you the same. Everything is out of order.
Wait, how did it go again?
I don't know. You did it really
Everything
fast.
is out of order, beautifully insane. Growth creeping from your borders. Don't matter what they think. I watched you crying in your car.
lost yourself in flower beds, forgetting who you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. Oh,
Something like that.
I guess we need to go back to the clip of it later and right now I forgot.
It was something that you were really close, I think. It was like, everything is out of order, you're beautifully insane.
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
Growth creeping from your borders, no matter what they think. Oh, and I watch you crying in your car. You lost yourself in flower beds, forgetting who you are. But you're the pretty sweets in the garden. Something like that.
That's it.
Yeah. I love that. I love that build, and then the like pull it out.
Yeah. Amazing.
Yeah.
What do you think? Have we done it?
I think we've done it.
Okay.
Personally.
Do you want to play, or should we do a run through it once and then do a clip version of it?
Okay. What's our clip version gonna be?
I mean, it's just a clean run through, and then we can highlight that, and that can be out. This was our song today version.
Sure. Yeah. Do you wanna? I mean, I think we could probably do it. I have to play it, and then you have to play along, right?
Yeah. So I'll probably need to mute myself again, and I'll just play along with you.
Do you want to do you want me to just sing and play it, or do you want to take like a verse and I can just play while you sing the verse? Or do you want to harmonize? Whatever it's up to you.
Yeah.
It's your ball game.
Yeah. I could, the choruses maybe? Should I take the chorus?
Sure. And then, I mean,
You should probably take the last chorus.
Yes.
Because you had a few different ideas there.
Yeah, sure. I'll try and like add some ooze. I think like soft extra ooze, and then you can take the chorus.
Yes.
If that works.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're gonna see how this goes.
Pencils wants to hear a dance version of it. Maybe. Can you do the remix, Pencils?
Well, if we like, hold on. We've got like.
What's that? You're the prettiest sweet in your garden.
Yeah.
Always the first sound.
I don't know how to play drums. Anyway, toys. All right. I'll play from the beginning. Are you ready?
Yep.
Okay. Mute yourself whenever you're ready, I guess. There's the prettiest weeds in your garden. Always the first sign of spring. What as your heart comes unhardened, ready for something to begin. Never wanted by your loved ones. it's like everything is out of order, yet beautifully in sync. Growth creeping from your borders, no matter what they think. And I watch you crying in your car. You've lost yourself in flower beds, forgetting who you are. You've the pretty sweets in the garden, burst colored, never planted, always there. And even when the skies have darkened, and all you know they will still be there. They will shine on you. They will shine on you.
And there it is.
It was close.
It was awesome. Thanks for the follow.
You're muted. I can't
Coachy
hear
Chris.
you.
Oh, sorry. That
It's
was
okay.
awesome. It was cool.
I'm sorry I screwed up the bridge.
No worries. I mean, that was the practice round. That's good.
Yeah. Did I leave you enough time on the ooze? Because I know you want to start singing before. Okay.
No, yeah, it was fine. I missed the first one because I wasn't paying attention. It's like, oh, whoops. Just listen to it so pretty.
That's okay.
I'm like, missed
I
my
think
cue.
it's I think it's sweet. I think the song's really sweet.
It's so cool.
Really
I love
nice.
it. This is definitely not something I could write without you.
Really?
Yeah.
I think. I don't know that I agree with that at
Yeah,
all.
it's awesome. It's so cool. Yeah. Okay. Shall we? Oh,
all right, do it
5-minute
for real
walk
this
from
time?
The park. If someone is 5 minutes from the park with cherry blossoms, it's so cool.
Nice.
Love it.
Our cherry blossoms haven't quite come out yet. They're working on it.
Yeah. Awesome. Welcome to Twitch, Christian. Awesome. Okay.
Sorry, cutting on.
Oh, it's cool. Should we practice the part from the chorus into that bridge?
Yeah.
And
Yes.
then we can do it.
Yeah. Hot take. Maybe it's not a hot take. I wonder if we don't do the "It Shines on You" until the very end.
Yeah.
I think maybe we take it out of that chorus. It felt weirdly added.
Yeah.
Whereas if we could take that out and then just do the ooze for each chorus and then do the bridge and
We're
then
gonna
at
do the A and
end-
the E or just
No.
right?
Just, yeah. Just
I'm
do
still
the F
finding
minor
the
to
A
E.
kind of hard.
Yeah,
to-
yeah, exactly. I feel like it's easier to go from there. Oh, it shines on you. Oh, maybe this should be a D here then. I think that feels better. How it shines on you.
Yeah. There we go.
Yeah, I think that works. I think
There
that
we
works
go.
really well.
Yeah.
Yay. Okay.
Sometimes it's just the chord. Special K,
Yeah.
welcome.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shit, that bridge. Everything is out of everything is out of order. You're beautifully in sync. Is that it? Is that
Yeah.
the way it goes?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's it. From what I remember.
So then it's everything is out of order. You're beautifully in sync.
That's it.
Okay. I'll get it this time. I promise.
You're doing so great.
Promise.
You're doing that bridge better than I am. I'm like, wait, what are we doing?
You wrote it. It's so good. I love that it's fast. My instinct would not have been to go fast, so I think I can like spin it around right back at you. That like I wouldn't have written this without you as well, for sure. It's good. It's a really good blend. I think
it is
of
good.
both of us.
Totally.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. I'll mute myself.
Okay.
This is our maybe last take. Who knows? No pressure.
Little pressure. Okay, we're gonna do it.
All right. Great.
All right. Here we go.
Prettiest weeds in the garden.
Prettiest weeds in the garden. Always the first sign of spring. Watch as your heart comes unhardened, ready for something to begin. Never wanted by loved ones, or the ever tended by the rain. A wild growth, you reckless wonder, where the sun just shines on you the same. Everything is out of order here, beautifully in sync. The growth creeping from your borders, no matter what you think. And I watch you crying in your car. You've lost yourself in flower beds, forgetting who you are. Oh, you've the prettiest weeds in your garden. And birds of color never planted, always there. And even when the skies have darkened, oh, you know they'll still be there. It shines on you.
Beautiful.
It wasn't perfect, but that's okay.
I mean,
We wrote it like 5 minutes ago.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. You're so awesome. Yeah. So the pops came back, but they seem to be gone now. I wonder whether, but I feel like that could be our final version, or seeing we still technically have 20 minutes, we could just do another one. And
are people tired of listening to us sing it?
That's also a good question to ask.
That would be my question. Do you guys care if we try to do another take? Because we could do one more so that hopefully there's less pops.
Yes.
That would be nice.
You guys are too nice.
Okay, everyone said yes.
I want the song minted right now.
I know. I want to record it and mess around with it and see how that goes.
Do you know much about NFTs?
I do know a good amount about NFTs, actually.
Is that
Should
where
we
the
make
minted
this an NFT?
I don't know. I don't know much about it.
It's very interesting. Someone's popping hard. Dang. Okay. Alanna's clipping quite a lot. Not sure if you can fix that. I can turn myself down.
Pencils. Do you know how we might be able to fix it? Because it's... Well, is it clipping or is it popping? Because... Is the clipping coming... I mean, is the popping coming from the clipping?
Let's get a good take now while there are no pops.
Okay, great. Let's do it.
I'll try my best. I still have original sound on as well.
Mm-hmm. There's a little bit of clipping too.
I don't know. Clipping and crackling. The Alanna Matty story. I'm turning off high fidelity music mode and echo cancellation.
Okay.
And maybe that will help. I don't know. I don't know. Pencils. It's happening when I'm loud. So maybe I'll just turn myself down.
Okay. I've got you right up on Zoom here in Loopback, but I don't think doesn't look like it's clipping on this side at least.
Okay. I've turned myself down a bit. Hopefully I'm not too quiet. But maybe that'll help. I figured out that this song sounds like another song that's in my head, and every time I sing it now, I'm like, nope, you're gonna intentionally not sing that song.
Oh no.
Do you ever do that? I do it all the time. When like you write a song and like it doesn't sound exactly the same, but it's similar enough that you have this like, once you hear it, you can't unhear it.
Yeah.
Anyways, it's fine. All right, you ready to try it one last time? Final time. Pops included.
I'm muting.
Okay. Are there pops now? Are there pops? Final take dot final slash final for real. Extra final.
Thank you for your patience, everyone. The beauty of live.
Here we go. There's a pretty sweet in your garden, always the first sign of spring. Watch as your heart comes unhardened, ready for something to begin.
Oh.
Never wanted by loved ones, only tended by the rain. Wild growth, reckless wonder, while the sun still shines on you as a shade. Everything is out of order, beautifully in sync. Growth creeping from your borders, don't matter what you think. And I watched you crying in your car. You've lost yourself in flower beds, forgetting who you are. Oh, you've the prettiest weeds in your garden, and bursts of color, never planted, always there. And even when the skies have darkened, you know they'll still be Oh, but it shines on you. Oh, it shines on you.
Awesome. It started out so good.
Pop,
It
pop.
popped, but I think
I
it was
know.
good. I think it's okay. It sounds like a
I think
like a
it's-
record, you know? So
Yeah. Yeah, it's just the vinyl version. It's the live vinyl.
perfect.
I think it's probably the closest we're gonna get
Yeah,
it,
I think
I
so
would
too.
say.
No, this is amazing. And you know, we can always record it properly or do something with it at
Yeah.
some point.
Exactly.
So this is cool. All of the songs
Yeah,
that I
this
do
is
on
very
these
fun.
sessions get added to my song list. So people always come in here
Nice.
and
That's
request it.
amazing.
So yeah, it's fun.
I'm so excited to go and listen to the harmonies because I have no idea what was happening.
Yeah, no, it sounds good. Yes, the vinyl pop in. Oh, Alanna, thank you so much for your time today.
Oh,
So fun.
Thank you so much for having me. I had a really, really good time.
You're such a wonderful artist, and I'm like I just love the Twitch community and how friendly everyone is, and you know, how many friends we've made. You and everyone in the chat, it's so wonderful. So yeah. Oh, turn this reverb down.
Yay.
So thanks, guys. I feel like this may have been one of the smoothest sessions we've had. Even though the 22 minutes it was looking a little hairy at the end, I was like, we're not gonna make it. But we have a finished song before noon, my time.
We have a fully finished song. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Incredible. Yeah.
Amazing.
Applause to you. Thanks to the chat for all of your help. It's really fun to write with you guys.
Yeah. You guys are amazing. Thank you. So yeah. This was Alanna Matty. Please go and follow her and support her on her streams. And you know, she gave up her stream today to be here. So thank you so much for doing that, and really appreciate it. So make sure that you do go follow her if you're not already. I feel like everybody here probably already knows who you are. How long have you been on Twitch? You haven't been on that much longer than me, right? But
I don't think so. About 1.5 years. It'll be 2 years in August.
amazing. Did things change a lot in, you know, once the pandemic hit with Twitch?
Like yes and no. I think like it also just kind of aligned with me. Like I moved right around that same time, and so I kind of started taking things much more seriously once the pandemic happened, but not because of the pandemic, because we moved and I didn't have to worry about my neighbors anymore. So like I've been streaming for 1.5 years, but I feel like I've been streaming for a year, which makes no sense. But it makes sense in my brain because it's almost like been 1 year since we moved, and that was when I think things like really I started spending more time on Twitch and spending more time like being able to watch people and interact with people and like be part of the community more than I had time for before because of the pandemic. So that was a nice benefit as well.
Yeah, and it's more fun too. Like I find it way more fun actually when a part of me kind of wonders whether I should, because right now I spend 3 days streaming, but a part of me almost wants to cut it down to 2 so that I can spend the other day on people's streams. Like, because it's really fun just hanging out on people's streams, you know, and just watching.
It is really fun. And like last night we were just like I guess like before dinner, we were just kind of like hanging out, my partner and I, and we just ended up like, I try to like once a week go through and find people that maybe I don't know yet or that I am not following yet, or people who've just like started and like take a look. And it's not easy to do. I will say that it's very difficult to dig through the DJs, but
there's a lot of DJs, huh?
But it's nice.
Yeah.
Too many. But yeah, but it's nice to find people and listen and see how other communities are, and it's crazy. It's fun.
Yeah, it's kind of what I wondered too, because I'm always watching in certain time zones, and I feel like there's probably circles or like sub communities, and I feel like I'm part of one of them, but there must be others in different time zones, and like I feel like someone like Creative Minds has probably done a lot more crossing borders. But then I also find it hard because when I'm on Twitch, as much as I'd love to find new people, if I see that you're on, I'm like, let's go see what Alanna's doing. You know, like, I'm like, oh, I end up on just too many cool, I already know too many cool streamers now. I was like, I just want to hang out and say hi.
It was a very rare occurrence yesterday that like, because like I try to do it, but I don't often like hang out for too long. Like it'll just be like, you know, I'm trying to just like pay attention, see what's around, but then it'll be like, oh, this person's on who like I'm like, I want to go and sit and be in their stream for 4 hours, you know, like it's tough. You have comfort places too, right?
Yeah.
Like I think there's places that people gravitate towards because it's like, well, this is just where I know how things work.
Yeah.
So
Calvin's definitely one of them.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's one of the it's a good problem to have. There's too many great people on here.
It's a great problem to have. Yeah.
I know that everyone who's in the chat already knows. They're like, what are you talking about? I have 5 streams open simultaneously all the time.
Yeah, you know.
Just have to mute them all bring them all up different times.
I don't know how they do that. I don't have the capacity. Like I'm such a multitasker, but I do not have the mental capacity for that. It is too
Especially
much.
Music, because there's you can't hear twice at the same time.
Yeah.
I'll do 2 to 3 streams tops. I only have 3 open. Okay.
Hi, Theo.
Hi, Theo. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. It's you make it all worthwhile. It's so fun. And yeah. And do you have any like new song releases? Is there anything we can do to support you as an artist right now? What do you?
You can pre-order my vinyl.
What?
Did you like the pops and crackles you heard today? Well, you can get them for real. I'm just kidding. It's going to be seamless vinyl. It's available for pre-order right now. It's going to come out in the next couple of months. You can pre-order it on Bandcamp. That's a good question, Zach. I don't know. End of May, June is the current timeline, but I've not had as much time to work on it.
I mean,
a little bit. It's definitely expensive, but I think it's cool. Like like my community really, really, really wanted a vinyl, and so I finally gave in. I'm like, okay, fine. If we can raise the money, if we get enough pre-orders, then we'll do it. Sure, okay. And then they freaking did it, of course. And so now we're releasing a vinyl, but like I'm also doing it like for myself because I just really want to have it. I want to hold a vinyl record with my name on it and my music on it in my hands. I think it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be so cool.
Totally.
But like it's a weird thing.
That's so awesome. I love it. Yeah. It's weird. Like it's funny because that's my only claim to fame is that I had a vinyl record which went to #1 on the charts in Japan.
Wow, that's
it was just
cool.
in the vinyl charts. It was so weird. We only made 1,500 copies and it sold out in 2 days apparently. It was
that's
so
amazing.
random.
Congratulations.
So thank you. So that's but we haven't so I still have a few samples left.
Yeah.
And that's it. And I don't have a vinyl player either, JFT. So I can't listen to it. But still waiting for my copy. Oh, did you want a copy, Ziggy? You didn't tell me. Yeah. So it's random, but I don't know. I probably wouldn't make a vinyl unless tons of people said they were gonna order it either, because it's kind of scary. Vinyls are very, very expensive to make.
They're very expensive. Yeah,
difficult.
all I said was like, if we can cover the upfront cost or like I always like to pay half. So like for any of my goals of stuff that I like raise money for, I like to put in like usually about half myself and then do the rest as like a donation goal.
Yeah.
Just because otherwise I don't feel like I've contributed to it as much. Anyways, so I was like, if we can raise like just over half of what we need for the vinyls, just the upfront cost, then I'll cover the rest and we'll do it. Wow. And we did it. So that's happening.
That's amazing.
So go pre-order it, because the more people who pre-order it, the easier it is for me to justify that it's happening.
Yes, and Scribbler shared your Bandcamp on here.
Thank you so much.
So that's awesome. Oh, that's so cool. How exciting. Okay.
Yeah.
So, and then go follow Alanna. You probably already do. And then your Spotify is amazing. I was just
Thank you.
listening to that a lot yesterday, so that was awesome. Anything else? Because you don't have any tours coming up.
Gosh, no. I stream. This is the first week we're bringing back our Tuesday nights regularly. We're going from 3 nights a week to 4 nights a week, or 4 days a week, I guess. So we're going to have our nice cozy stream on Tuesday night. So that's the next time that I will be live. If you want to come and hang out, you can do that.
Amazing. Wow, that's so great. Okay. And for me, if any of you have just joined, if you could vote for me in the John Lennon songwriting competition, that would be awesome. Maybe follow the stream if you're not already. I do these Songwriter Sessions at this time on Sundays. Usually I skip a week just so that I can remember the songs that I'm writing with all of my guests. Because every week was like, wait, I can't remember the song from last week. Pencils, thanks for voting against me. At least you're voting. At least you're voting.
Yeah.
And so what am I doing? So next week, I actually, even though next week would typically be a solo songwriter session, my friend Nitani Paris, who I wrote Kintsugi with, who I wrote Scars, she's actually going to join me, and we're going to do a little. My mods don't know this. They're like, what? She's gonna join me, and we're gonna do a little songwriter sessions with Nitani. There we go.
That's very exciting.
Yeah, and so we don't need to make trailers for that. She's not a Twitch streamer. We only find out on stream. Yes, but then the following week is Courtney Visser. She's gonna be joining me, and she'll be a special guest. So that'll be fun.
Amazing.
We've got I think I'm gonna put. I don't know if I put everybody in the about section, but in my schedule, I'm going to be writing that down. So, and then of course announcing support, not telling your mods anything. I think you should still have a trailer for it. JFT, stop creating more work for us. Yeah. So keep coming back and keep watching me freak out. Freak out to the timer. And make sure that you go hang out on Alanna and Matty streams too. She does some really cool collabs and has guests on her stream on Sundays, actually, around this time, once a month. Yeah.
Yes, once a month. The next one is May the 2nd.
Perfect. So you can go hang out on those too. I really enjoy watching those. Those are really fun.
Yay.
So, was it a good exercise for you, Alanna?
Yeah, it really was. Like I like being pushed in a time constraint to write something. I had a really good time, and it was nice to kind of like push my brain in a different direction. That having a prompt. I did Songtober last year, which was like a month where every day there's a different prompt, and I loved it because it's like it forces you to think about things in different ways. Like thinking about like being in that garden for today was like really cool. It's something that I wouldn't have necessarily written on my own, but because we had the prompt, that's where we ended up going with it, and that's cool.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I like that too. I like the little pressure. Turning into a game is always really fun. Yes. Okay, just looking at who we could raid. You know, someone I don't know if I've raided her before, even though I hang out on her streams a lot. It's Rame.
Oh, let's go see Rame.
Should we go raid
I love
Rame?
Yeah.
Amazing. Okay.
Heck yeah.
She's incredible. She's also a wonderful songwriter and super fun. I'm time to drink some green tea with ginger. That sounds amazing, Chris. Okay. The last stream I was in before this rated Rame. Okay, everyone's rating Rame. Well, we could do the same. So
it's fine with me.
Okay, so let's go and raid Rame if you'd like to copy and paste the raid call. And yeah, and we will wrap up the stream. And I'll get ready. I'll get Rame's raid ready right now. It's one of my favorite things about Twitch is the raids. Okay, great. Start the raid. Thank you so much to Scroopler and Ziggy, who have just been holding down the fort, and they're both up at crazy times. Scroopler, oh no, wait, Scroopler's not up at a crazy time, but Ziggy's up at like 2 and 3 in the morning. Thank you so much for being here, Luna. Thank you for being here. And Scroopler often stays up really late for the stream. 4 a.m. Oh my goodness, Ziggy is not human. Yes, sometimes we have wondered. So he likes the fake human. There we go. So thank you so much, everyone. It's been so wonderful hanging out with you. You're all amazing. Let's go raid. Thank you, Alanna. You're so awesome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. This was really lovely.
All right, guys. Bye. We are on a raid, yeah. We are on a raid, yeah.